So before I was at the slum of Haiphong. Today I'm actually going into the village. Yeah, on my mom's side of the family. Đóng lại đi. Đẹp. Look at this. Oh. 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 Oh.
Mắc cương ở trong Sài Gòn hay ở đây?
Oh.
Chị có lên mắc cương không?
What are they doing? Oh. Oh. Oh.
Kỷ niệm rồi, hai nữa là ở sâu chỗ ngoại có chụp đi mẹ ngồi đây.
So yeah, I'm just staying at my elderly uncle and auntie's place. We're stopping by here at the village, and man, it feels so strange to call this place home because this is literally where my grandfathers and my grandmother came from. And like everywhere we go, I keep running into these weird ass uncles and aunties that I have never seen before. I have no recollection of these people, and yet they said some of these people said they touched my willies when I was little. And I'm thinking to myself, who the frick are these people? Why did they touch my willy when I was little? Yeah, you probably have experienced this before when you're studying abroad, when you're living abroad, and you go back home and you see a bunch of these long lost relatives, and they said, I changed your nappies when you were little, and you don't even know who these people are. Yeah, so I keep running into these people back here. My mom and dad, they're out on a motorcycle going to some other distant relatives' place to, I don't know, pray. Is that a word? Is that the correct word in Vietnamese? Pray? Like somebody died. It's just a way for us to remember our ancestors. So we go to that place, we light up the incense, and yeah, I guess you can call it praying, but it's not really praying. We're not really religious. We don't have a religion. We're just doing it out of respect for our elders. Man, like the one thing that keeps happening is that every single relative that I've run into, they say, oh, are you married yet? Have you got a girlfriend yet? When are you going to get married? When are you going to have children? Like if you're over the age of 20 and you don't have a family, you would feel left behind. Like people would think there's something wrong with you. Why are you not married? Man, I feel like such a weirdo right now, just recording in the middle of the streets. People are looking at me. I'm not really speaking the language. Yeah. Anyways, I'm not normal. I've come to accept that I'm not normal. I will never be normal. And I used to be really resentful. I was really insecure about this, that I'm not normal, but now I have come to embrace it, you know. Maybe that's the reason why I don't have a girlfriend, because I'm not normal. That's okay. And man, I've experienced this double standard as well. Like my mom and dad, when they see other people's children and they are above the age of 20 and they're not married yet, like they're very lenient with them. They're like, oh, you'll find the right person, just give it time, you gotta select the right partner. But then when it comes to us, their own children, and when others are criticizing us or saying that, oh, how come your children are not married, they're like, they're in such a good place right now to get married. They have their job, they're settled in Australia. Why don't you get married? Why don't you have children? What's going to happen when you get old? They're talking to my parents. They say, what's going to happen when you get really old and your children are not married? How are they going to look after you? And my parents basically agree with them. They're like, our children are like that, you know, like they if they don't start looking for a husband or wife soon, it's going to be impossible for them. Basically, my parents agree with these people's criticisms when it comes to us, their own children, and they are very critical of us. Meanwhile, they're very lenient towards other people's children. Anyways, that's just my experience anyway. Yeah, everybody, I swear, every single relative I've ran into, they always ask the same question. Do you have a girlfriend? Are you married yet? When are you gonna get married? When are you gonna invite us to your wedding? And I know it's just a joke, but I don't know, it feels very personal. Yeah. Look at these kids looking at me. Yeah, who the fuck am I to be walking around with a camera? I don't think I'll be happy if I get married to the wrong person, you know? I don't... Fuck, that scared the hell out of me. Yeah, like I was saying, I don't think I'll be happy if I get married to the wrong person. Get stuck in a marriage with the person that I hate. You know, the mentality here as well, like people from up north of Vietnam, they're really competitive for some reason. And don't get me wrong, competition is good. Like being competitive is good. It helps to push you towards greatness and help you achieve great things. That's capitalism, right? You need competition, you need the free markets. But when competition is bad, it's when it stops you from enjoying life. It stops you from finding meaning in the things that you do. When you're always trying to compete, you lose friendship. You view people as either an obstacle to your goal or as a mean to get to your goal. That's when competitiveness is a bad thing. And I truly think this way. Sure, I admire my family, my people from my dad's side up north here, because they are competitive. They've lived a hard life. They need to be competitive to get to somewhere, to get out of this hellhole, to go to a foreign land, to help their business grow and stuff like that. But when competition comes at a cost to your own well-being, you lose meaning in life. You're telling me the whole point of living is just to see others fail, see yourself succeed at the cost of others? I don't think that's the meaning of life. I think I find the most meaning in my life when I see others succeed. And I see myself succeeding when others succeed. when I succeed and I see others struggling, failing, I don't feel good about it. I don't know about you, but I'm not a very competitive person. You can probably already gather by now that I'm not competitive. So I'm not in a rush to get married to beat my cousins, to see who's the best specimen in my family, to bring forth offspring and continue the legacy of the Huang family. Like, I don't see myself competing with my cousins. I feel happy when my cousins get married and have their own children, but I don't think my uncles and aunties realize this. They're very competitive, and I don't blame them. Maybe they're just joking and I'm missing the joke, but yeah, I think it's wrong to feel competitive towards your own family and seeing who's the best grandchild, who can get married sooner. That's just making your family feel proud. It doesn't give you happiness. Anyways, enough rambling. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my day here before going back to the ghetto. Yeah, I'm in the village right now. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Stay strong. God bless, and I'll speak to you soon.